As we have seen bubble sort in last video, today we will see up to the sorting technique, the next sorting technique, that is insertion sort. Now what do you mean by insertion sort? Means in and simple language we will say that the elements which shift from one place to the other place is known as what? Insertion sort. Grant one example, like we will see one example of the cards. Okay. Now, when we are playing the cards, what we do? We arrange the cards in a sequential order. Now, how do we arrange the cards in a sequential order? For example, we are having 2, 4, 6, and 10 cards in our hand. And the next card we have picked up, that is 3. Yes. So, we will obviously insert that card after the 2. Yes, after the 2. So this is known as what? Insertion sort. Means we are inserting the cards in an arranging order, in an ascending order. That is known as what? Insertion sort. Okay. Now we will come across with a Python code. Here I have took one example of Python code. Same elements I have took as I took in bubble sort. That is 40, 30, 20, and 10, which is having the index 0, 1, 2, and 3. And even I have given the name for my array, that is ARR1. Now over here, I'm having one function. Yes, before coming across with a function, we will see I have denoted this ARR1. Inside I have put same like last video I've uploaded. Same I have took the elements like ARR1, 40, 30, 20, and 10, right? And then here, last video I took function as bubble. Here I took insertion. Okay. Here insertion I took as my function, and inside that insertion I have put one parameter, that ARR1. Now over here, this insertion will call the function insertion, def insertion ARR1, and inside that function I have given the definition as n equal to length of array. This n variable consists of the length of an array. Now my length of an array is 4. For I in range 1 comma n. Now I starts from the 1 first position, means I points to my first index, and it ends up with the n index. N is what? N is my variable which is holding 4, as it consists of length of an array. So n equal to 4 in range. In range means what? N minus 1. N minus 1, it consists 4 minus 1. So it becomes 3. Okay. So my I will point from the first index to the third index. From the first to the third index. Okay. Now key. Key is my variable which is holding the key value. In insertion sort, we have one key value to compare with each other elements. Now, for example, 30. 30 will be compared with 20, 10, or 40. Like this, we will compare and we will shift that element. Shifting. Okay. Shift those elements. Now, over here, I have key. Key value, what I have took? ARR1 of I. I is what now pointing first on the first index, on the one index. Okay. So ARR1 of 1, it consists of element 30. So key is my now 30. Okay. 30 is my key. J equal to I minus 1. I is what? 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. J is also pointing towards the index of an array. So J will point the 0th index. J is equals to 1 minus 1, it is 0. So 0th index I am having 40 as my element. So J points at the 0th index. While J, over here I have took while condition so that it should shift the elements. It is used to compare the elements as well as the shifting of the elements. This while condition will continue until it gets false. Okay. J greater than equal to 0. Now J is what? 0, is 0 greater than equal to 0? True. And key is now what? Key is pointing towards, key is what? 30. Key consists of 30 value. Is 30 less than ARR1 of J? ARR1 of J means 40, because J is what? 0. So ARR1 of 0 is 40. Is 30 less than 40? True. So both the condition are true. This and keyword is used when the both of the condition are true, then only the while loop will execute. If one of the condition is false, then the while loop will not execute, it will come out of the loop. Okay. Now both of the condition are true, ARR1, so it will shift the elements. Now how it will shift? ARR1 J plus 1. J is 0. 0 plus 1, it consists of ARR1 of 1, means that this position will have which value? The 0th index position, means 40 will shift to the first position. To the first position. Okay. Now, if 40 will shift towards the first position, so this 30 will be erased, or this element will be replaced by 40. Means it is a shifting method. So my array will be on the first index, I will get 40. On the second index, same 20 and 10. Now what about the 30? Where it will be placed? For that, I have minus j. J is what? 0. J will minus by 1. J equal to 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 equal to minus 1 means J has the value as 0. So J is equal to minus 1. It is equals to J minus 1. Okay, this line means J minus 1. Now 0 minus 1 is minus 1, obviously. So it will go again inside the loop. Okay, is minus 1 greater than equal to 0? Obviously no. Minus 1 is not greater than equal to 0. So this only condition is false, and this also condition is false. Means this condition is false, so it will come out of the loop, and ARR1 J plus 1. Now J is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1, it becomes 0. So ARR1 of 0 equal to key. Key value is what? 30. Yes, key value is still 30. So the array of 0th position will be placed with the 30 element. See how the shifting is done. First 40 has been shifted. So this 30 is carried over. Carried. Okay, so this 30 will be placed when this condition will be false, then this remaining remaining element will be shifted towards the first position. See, now if 30 is shifted, so the array will be 30, sorry, so the array will be 30, 40, 20 and 10. Okay, so my array will be what now? Array will be 30, 40, 20 and 10. Okay. Now this is still in my unsorted manner. So what will happen? Again, it will go to the function. Now this function will execute this loop. Okay. Again, it will go to the loop. This loop will execute until when? When I is now 1. 1 I has been satisfied for the first condition, to the first index condition. Now I will be 2. Until when it will be run? N is what? 4. So 4 minus 1, 3. So I will run till 3. Okay, means I will reach the third position, third index, then it will stop and it will come out of the loop. Now key. Key is equal to, now I is equal to 2. Over here also. Over here. See. Now key is equals to ARR1 of I. I is what? Now 2. At my second position, which element I'm having? 20. So my key will be 20. Okay, key has the value as 20. Okay. Now J equal to I minus 1. j equal to I minus 1. I is what? 2. 2 minus 1 means j is 1. Okay, j is 1. Now, j equal to 1. While j is greater than equal to 0, is 1 greater than equal to 0? True. And key less than array of j. Okay. Key is having 20. Is 20 less than arr of j? J is what? 1. At my first position, I am having 40 index. Is 20 less than 40? True. Both the condition are true. So it will go inside the while loop. ARR1, J plus 1. J is now what? 1. 1 plus 1, it becomes 2 equal to ARR1 of J. Means at my second position, which value will be placed or the element will be placed? It will be placed by 40. Why? Because it has been shifted to the second position. Means the 40 will be shifted towards the second position. It's over here. Okay, now what about this 20? How will be 20 placed over here? See now, j minus j equal to minus 1. J is now what? 1. 1 minus 1, it becomes 0. So again it will go to the while loop. Is 0 equal to 0? Is it greater than equal to 0? True. And key is now what? Key is still 20. Is 20 less than ARR1 of j? Now j is what? J is equals to 0. J ARR1 of j is what? 30. Okay, a array of 0 at the 0th index I have 30 as my element. So is 20 less than 30? Is it true? Yes. The both condition are true now. So it will again go to the while inside the while loop, and again the elements will get shifted. Now ARR1 of j plus 1. J is now 0. 0 plus 1, it becomes 1 and equal to ARR1 of j. Means this 0th position element will be shifted towards the first position. This is my first position. So here it will be 30. Okay. Now what about 20? 20 is still remaining. So again, now j is equals to 0. Again the j value will be get minus. Okay, 0 minus 1, it will be minus 1. Means now j equal to minus 1. Again it will go to the while loop. Is minus 1 greater than equal to 0? No, it's a false condition. So it will come outside the while loop, and it will place the 20 in the 0th position. How 0th position? Minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1, it becomes 0. ARR1 of 0 equal to key. Key value is having 20. So array of 0th position will have the key value, that is 20. Okay, so now still I have the unsorted array. Again, it will go to the for loop. For loop. Now I has the value as 3. I has the value as 3. Again, 3 a key is equals to array of I. I value is now 3. Array of 3. Array of third position. Third position is having which value now? Third position is having the value as 10. So key is equals to 10. Key is now 10. Similarly, j value will be also be another. J equal to I minus 1. I is now 3. J equal to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Yes, means j is 2. Okay. While j greater than equal to 0, is 2 greater than equal to 0? True. And key 10, 10 less than ARR1 of 2. Array of second index is 40. Is 10 less than 40? Is it true? Yes. Both of the condition are true. So it will come inside the loop. ARR1 of j plus 1. J plus 1 is now, j is having 2. So 2 plus 1, it's third index. It's third index. Equal to ARR1 of J. J is what? Second index. Means the second index element will be get placed in the third index. In the third index. So this will be placed as 40. And now what about the 10? The element 10. For that, again, this j value will get minus. How? 2. Now j value is 2. 2 minus 1, it becomes 1. So j is now 1. Again, it will go in the while loop. Is 1 greater than equal to 0? True. And key less than ARR1 of j. Key is now 10. 10 less than ARR1 of 1 at the first position. Is 10 less than 30? True. Both the condition are true. So again, it will go in the while loop. ARR1 of j plus 1. J is now 1. 1 plus 1, second index, equal to ARR1 of j. J is now 1. So the first on the first index, the element is 30. So it will get shifted towards the second index like this. Then again, j value will be get substitute minus. Okay, j equal to minus 1. Now j is 1. 1 minus 1, j becomes 0. J becomes 0. 0 equal to 0. Is 0 greater than equal to 0? Yes. And key 10 less than ARR1 of 0. Array of 0th index is 20. Is 10 less than 20? True. Both the condition true. So this 20 will be get placed in the first index. How? 0 plus 1 is the first index equal to ARR1 of J. J is now what? In 0. At the 0th position, the value is 20. So it will shift inside the first index. Still 10 element is remaining. Okay. This will go until all of the elements are placed. This will be executed until all of the elements are placed. So j is now what? 0. Again it will get minus 0 minus 1. It becomes j is equals to minus 1. Okay. Now j is equals to minus 1. Again it will go to the while loop. Is minus 1 greater than equal to 0? False. False. This condition is false. So it will come out of the loop and it will execute this line. ARR1 J plus 1. J plus 1 is what? 1 minus 1 plus 1 is 0th index equal to key. Key is what? 10. So at my 0th index, the 10 element will be placed. Like this, you will get the sorted array. Okay, that's it for today. That is for the insertion sort. In next lecture or in next video, I will come across with the merge sort. Thank you.